Do you have any hidden talents? So I love to sing, and I love to play my piano, and I love to sing while playing my piano. So I would say that's kind of like a hidden talent kind of thing there that I don't share too much, but it's a very big part of me, my life, and how I express myself. Have you ever seriously considered quitting social media? Yes, I cannot tell you how many times I've had like these massive breakdowns where I'm like, that's it, I'm deleting everything, I don't care, I'm just gonna work as a nurse and just focus on that. But I have a real love-hate relationship with social media. I love creating and I love sharing, but when you don't get the response you're hoping for, it just makes you feel like garbage, and I just question everything, like, oh my gosh, I need to quit, I need to give up. And then if people don't take it the way you want them to take it or someone, and then yeah, it's a whole thing. But ultimately I think in my heart I love to entertain and I love to create, so I don't think I'll ever truly quit. I've been doing social media for 9 years now, and I do not see any signs of me stopping soon, so yeah. If you could find out one thing about your future, what would it be? I want to know if I become an actress or a comedian. I had like this small itch of wanting to try stand-up comedy. I feel like I could do a good job at it. But I also feel like I would love to try out acting, you know? So I would love to know about my future self if I ever pursue any of those, and if I ever become successful in that. I think that'd be really, really cool. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Enchiladas verdes. Hands down, enchiladas verdes, guys. It's so freaking good. I love it. Everything about it, the texture, the flavor, ooh, the spice, everything, everything. Enchiladas verdes. Enchiladas verdes. What advice would you have for someone who wants to be a social media creator? Well, you don't have to, but my advice to someone who wants to be a social media creator, you really need to have a sense of who you are and who your audience is. You know, who are you making content for? You know what I mean? Ultimately, you should make content for yourself, to express yourself from a wanting and a desire to share and create. But at the end of the day, the most successful technique for growing, an audience and growing on a platform is knowing who you're trying to attract with that content. So know who you are, know your brand, know your audience, and feed that audience. That would be my advice. What are your favorite movies of all time? Stand and Deliver is probably one of my most favorite movies because I was born in East LA, and I also had that same struggle with a lot of the students in the movie, you know, where like really low self-esteem, you know, coming from a background of no education, especially in my family and my extended family. You know, I'm first generation graduate for high school, college, and university. And it's really hard. It's really hard when no one can help you and you got to figure it out, you know. So I just really appreciate that movie and has a soft spot in my heart. Love that movie. I also love Shawshank Redemption. I also love Changeling. And also Breakdown. Oh my gosh. Breakdown is literally probably the #1 movie that has made me sweat the most out of just like, dude, like angst. I'm like holding onto that, literally holding onto the edge of my seat. It's a really good movie. If you want to get stressed out for 2.5 hours in a good way, Breakdown. What is something most people who follow you don't know about you? I highly, highly value a good home. I cook from scratch. I very much highly value, you know, home cooked meals. So I love to cook at home whenever I can. I love to keep my house clean. I'm very much a clean freak. So please use coasters in my house. Take off your shoes. You know what I mean? So I would say that's probably something that people maybe don't immediately expect from me. But I want to. I'm a good housekeeper. I'm a good housekeeper. What is your biggest pet peeve? People with no drive. Like people who are, I don't want to say lazy, but just people with no drive, people with no thirst, people with no like motivation to see what's out there, you know what I mean? Like I need yes men in my life, okay? I need people to like be down for whatever. So I think my biggest pet peeve are people that are just like, no, I'm okay. And it's just like, bruh, come on, have some zeal for life. What's your favorite video that you've ever posted? Man, I have a lot of videos that I'm very, very proud of on YouTube, but I would say my most favorite video I've ever made is my boat one, where I'm on a boat with my family because my dad bought this boat that was really, really crappy, and he forced us all to go out on a lake, and we ended up being in the middle of a storm on the boat. And I vlogged the whole thing, and I love that video. I love it because, you know, my family's in it, but also like, it's so dumb. I love that video. What's your goal for where you'll be 3 years from today? 3 years from today, I would like to be hosting. I would like to be on panels. I would like to be speaking professionally. I also want to start dabbling in the possibility of acting or maybe stand-up comedy. Also, maybe have a kid because I like kids. I would like to be a mom. So we'll see. I don't know. A lot can happen in 3 years. When did you first go viral? Okay, the first time I went like viral was on TikTok, and it was from this dumb video where I was trying to do a Fortnite dance, but my slipper, it like flew off of my foot and it flew across the Walmart. So I thought it was funny and I posted it, and it got a lot of views, and yeah, it was the dumbest video ever, but I thought it was funny and other people thought it was funny too. But I think the other time that, I mean, I've had multiple things go viral, but I think the worst time I ever went viral was with this TikTok I made saying about horchata. I said, what's it called? Horchacha. And obviously a lot of people obviously get the satire because I'm literally Mexican. I'm full Mexican. But there was a lot of people who didn't get the satire and they got all butthurt over it, and that was so dumb. But yeah, that's from my memory. That's my viral moments. Do you see social media as your long-term career path? If not, what could you see yourself doing? Well, it has been my long-term career path for the past 9 years, and I don't see myself stopping. If anything, I have more ideas and more projects that I want to do. So we'll see. But for now, I'm also a registered nurse. I actually work in a hospital. I work in inpatient rehabilitation. And yeah, so I kind of just balance those two. I balance being a hospital nurse and I balance being a content creator. If I wasn't doing social media and if I wasn't doing nursing, I would be a DJ, hands down. I would love to be a DJ. I just feel like I can really, you know, help to maneuver a party in a room and hype everybody up. And I love shaking my nalgas anyways, so yeah, it'd be great. I think I'd love to be a DJ. If you had to describe yourself in 4 words, what would they be? I would say expressive, unapologetic, tenacious, and bubbly. Which one of your accomplishments are you proudest of? I think my proudest accomplishment was hosting the United Nations first ever Youth Climate Summit, Sustainability Summit. Greta Thunberg was there, which was like crazy. That's probably the first time in my life that I was actually nervous. I don't get nervous easily. I'm very confident, very extroverted. But that was an amazing experience. There was multiple celebrities there, and also, like, you know, very notable creators and very important people that were doing amazing things for the planet. And you know, I'm very passionate about, you know, sustainability in my own personal life as well. So that was amazing. That was something I'm very proud of. Which people or accounts are your favorite to follow on social media? I love Benulos. I believe that's her username on TikTok. Benulos, I love her fashion sense. I love that she's a fellow Latina creator. I also just really like to follow random Instagram accounts. Like, I love following those random little accounts with like 7,000 followers, 10,000 followers, because I just love their aesthetic. Like, their aesthetic is so good as opposed to following someone who's like really huge and established or a celebrity. So yeah, I just like to follow people. If I like your style, I'm gonna follow you. I don't really care if you're a creator or not. So I would say that. I don't like to follow celebrities too much because I genuinely don't care for them too much. But Billie Eilish, I've been following her for years, ever since she had like 100,000 followers on Instagram. I didn't even know she made music. I literally followed her because I loved how she dressed, and I was like, oh, this girl dresses really cool. And then she put on her Instagram story that she released a song called Copycat, and so I listened to it and I was like, whoa, this is really good. And now she's like super famous, and I went to go see her live and it was awesome. So I've been following Billie Eilish. I will never unfollow her. And Bella Hadid, gosh, her feed is so good. So those are my answers to these questions. I hope you enjoyed watching that. If you want to follow me, I am Penny Tovar on everything. Penny Tovar on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everything. Penny Tovar. And I'll see you there.